Hey, what's good guys, it's Blake, and today I'm going to show you all how to cook up a fire Playboi Carti whole lotta red type beat from scratch. I made this beat with my boy Zach, so I'll drop his links in the description. So yeah guys, let's get right into it. Alright, so first off I'm going to play a snippet of the final beat and then I'll get right into the breakdown.
Blake the Great.
Starting off with the first part of the melody, we went to Omnisphere and we got this Your Guitar Is On Fire preset. Here's the pattern we laid out. This guitar clearly has some detune in it and there's a lot of distortion and it sounds a little wonky right now, but once it's filled out with the rest of the melody, it sounds really good. To make sure your melodies are in the correct key, you click this purple button up here and you click whatever scale you wanted to use. We chose the minor natural scale, and then we played in the scale of G minor, and as you can see, all of the notes fit within the scale. On to the next part of the melody, we also went into Omnisphere and got the unisonic lead. These are really just some simple chords going up and down the scale of G minor. Next we went to Omnisphere and grabbed the pinch grinder. Here's what this part of the sample sounds like by itself. And I know for like all of these sounds we used Omnisphere, and it's a super expensive plugin that not everyone can get, but you can really recreate most of these sounds in the 3x oscillator. And I'm sure there's a lot of good one-shot kits out there with all the Rage presets that you'll need. The last sound we used from Omnisphere was the vintage sync lead. For the melodies, we left all the effects pretty much dry except laying some EQs down just to cut out the majority of the bass low end. Now here's all the melodies playing together. So then what we did with that sample is we stemmed it out and then we reversed the sample and then pitched it down 200 cents. And now here's what the sample sounds like now. Alright, now onto the drums. Here's the 808 pattern. So what we did to the envelope for the 808, we just pulled all the knobs down and pulled the hold knob all the way up. And why we did that is for this part right here, because as you can see, we cut the note short right here. And what that does is it stops the 808 in its tracks before it starts onto the new 808. And it just creates a whole different type of bounce for the pattern. And it's just something that was just pretty fire for the end of the 4 bars. Next, here's the snare. Here's the hi-hat pattern. These hi-hats are pretty simple except that these rolls right here, and how I made the hi-hats look the way they do right there, and it does create a different sound for the hi-hats as a whole. So I'm gonna just lay down some hi-hats, which is the same 1/6 note that's right here, and then once you see this little arrow right here, you're just gonna click it, and what this does is it just makes the hi-hats a little bit tighter and it just gives the hi-hat a little bit of a different feel. And then just some rolls right here as well. Next, here's the open hat. Next, here's a cadence snare. And so yeah, that's about it guys. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see y'all next time.